Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, we're still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Yes, it does come with a fun Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15, like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more, or click the URL in the video description. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Volkswagen VR6. Well, the engine is going to rest in peace after 34 years of service. From the company that also brought us the iconic W16 engine thrown into the Bugatti Veyron. Now, more and more of their icons are, well, disappearing. Now, this comes to us thanks to Nico, who's a writer at The Drive, and here you can see one of those engines in its glory, saying, quote, "The VW VR16 engine is officially dead after 34 years. The innovative, sensorious, narrow-angle V6 found its way to countless VWs and Audis, because, spoiler, VW Group, it's the same company. They own Audi, as well as Bugatti, Ducati, fun Italian motorcycle company, Lamborghini, and, well, who could possibly forget the brilliant Porsche company, which still makes a stick shift, unlike pretty much anyone else. So I admire them for that. You know that the last VR6 have left the planet for good. And here you can see, looks okay under the hood. I'm not sure how many people could really point out all the bells and whistles or all the components to say what they really are, but they say, quote, "Still remember my first experience with a Volkswagen VR6. My brother had an MK3 VW GTI with a 2.8 liter VR6 and a 5-speed manual transmission, which all cars should have that by default. Of course, it's the most fun way you could drive, bar none." He continues saying, quote, "Is quicker than my E36 BMW 328i with its own 2.8 liter 6-cylinder engine, and that infuriated me. Still, I love the engine, and that adoration has stuck with me through every iteration of VW's legendary narrow-angle V6. Now, it is with a heavy heart that I bring you the sad news of his death." Andres Schlieth, the communications director for Volkswagen AG, recently took to LinkedIn to announce the end, and they say, quote, it went by before we even knew it. December 12th, 2024 marks a historic day for Volkswagen. After 34 years and nearly 1.87 million units produced, the iconic VR6 engine says farewell. He says, you can actually see it in a little bit better, closer picture right there. You might be surprised to learn that VR6 is dying now, considering it disappeared from the United States last year when Volkswagen dropped the 3.6 liter version from the 2024 Atlas. However, it has still been sold in various cars in other markets. One of the last applications of the VR6 was the Audi Q6 in China in its 2.6 liter spec. Throughout its 34 years of use, the VR6 was used in countless countries, countless different cars, including the sporty GTIs, luxury cars like the Phelan, and even Winnebago RVs, which, who would have thought? It is one of those iconic, versatile engines Volkswagen has ever made. But the VR6 wasn't only known for its versatility. Rev went out, preferably with a GTI with manual transmission, which, of all the things Volkswagen has ever made, the hot hatches have got to be one of the coolest, most fun things they ever made. Continue saying, quote, quickly forget almost any other engine. Its silky smoothness, instant power, and exotic sound made the VR6 one of the greatest engines of all time. It's the noise that really tugs at your heartstrings most. Though the VR6 under the hood, a plucky hatchback sounds like an Italian supercar with a deep, low-end burble that sings as a tachometer needle swings to redline. Why spend big bucks on V8 sports car when you get a better noise 6-cylinder Volkswagen? Well, I don't know about that last part. Can't really beat an iconic like a 2004 Corvette Z06, the V8 and stick shift. It's hard to beat American muscle. Even the C5, C5, C6, C7, they're all good. Of course, the C8 with the abomination of the engine in the back with an automatic transmission. I don't know about that. But, yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to convince me this engine was better than the iconic Americana V8. But, yeah. Sad thing to see that another part of Volkswagen is dying. And again, the CFO of Volkswagen, I am so astonished she said this part out loud, said that the company has about 1 and 3/4 years left of runway until they can't feasibly continue the brand because no one's buying it. Granted, the VW portfolio, all the brands, they're doing pretty good, but the Volkswagen specific brand, that's one suffered the most. And we'll see how they do in terms of their partnership, giving Rivian about $5 billion in investment as they try to pivot more to making EVs that 18 people want to buy. But it's sad to see another iconic part of Volkswagen leave, and who knows, maybe this will help bolster the company in their new direction. I'm a little skeptical, but let me know, do you ever have a vehicle with those engines? As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.